Hey there, it's Mario here. I'm currently in Split, Croatia. That's the city you can see behind me. Awesome place to be filming at. Great place in general, especially during the summer in Europe. Probably one of the best places you can be at. And in this video, I wanted to cover one of the biggest mistakes that guys make all the time, and one mistake that I'm basically guilty of as well, I admit that. And that is putting too much emphasis on quote-unquote what is the best compared to what is the most sustainable for you. And this is something I've been guilty of as well. I mean, many times. I'm definitely admitting that here in this video because I'm the kind of guy who likes to optimize to basically to the point of neurotic obsession. And this sometimes really sacrifices my sustainability and makes this whole process very miserable for me. A great example of this is like there's been research on what is the best time of the day to exercise. I actually made a video on this, and a lot of people were asking, well, okay, the best time is in the evening, have to reorganize my whole life now. I cannot exercise in the morning, early afternoon, none of this will work. I have to make it in the evening. I mean, is that really worth it? I mean, let's say if that evening workout is something you can sustain, of course. I mean, you want to get that extra couple of gains, the extra percentages, but if it's making you, and number one, miserable, if you hate working in a gym that is loaded full with people in the evening, I mean, most people go in that time, you're coming in very drained, the willpower is depleted, you're more frustrated, you're stressed, you have to rush things. Is that really worth it? Is that extra percentage of quote-unquote gains really worth it in the long run if you're sacrificing consistency? And that's something I want you to look at a little bit, is that trade-off between consistency versus quote-unquote what is the most optimal way. And I think most people, I mean, including myself, really fail at this long-term because we really look at the short-term quote-unquote gains that we're getting compared to the long-term enjoyment. And if you don't focus on the long-term enjoyment and sustainability, you will start to resent the process. If you resent the process as a human being, we basically respond to the factor of enjoyment. If you don't enjoy something, you basically won't stick to it in the long run. I mean, there's been a lot of studies on this. We know this so far that it works. I mean, if you don't enjoy something, if it makes you miserable day in, day out, if it's an unsustainable process for you, you will not basically be able to stick to it. You will not be compliant. You will be making mistakes. You'll be more frustrated. You'll be unhappy in general. So why do that for that extra percentage of gains if you're not a competitor, if you're not someone who is making a living of this, someone who's stepping on stage, who's just a normal, if you're not just a normal guy, you want to look like a model, you want to look like a Hollywood actor, you want to have a great looking physique, be strong, be lean. I mean, you have to look at sustainability and look at this in the long run. As a natural lifter, you need to be in this game for a very long time to actually achieve your genetic potential, to become anywhere near close to it. It takes a lot of time, so we're talking about a decade of training. I mean, that's basically the reality of things. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't look good after a year or two training, but certainly you will reach your peak at about like 15-20 years of training, which is a lot of time. So we want to look at more what is sustainable, what we can actually do, what is more enjoyable for us, and that will make us love the process more. And also we're going to be looking forward to the gym. It's not going to be a chore, it's going to be an enjoying and with something that we look forward to. We're having a lot of fun with it, and that will yield better results in the long run as well. So just a quick message here, basically to focus on what is sustainable versus what is the quote-unquote best according to the research and all the other factors. So it's really a trade-off. Pick whichever one you want to go for. And aside from that, let me know in the comments below, have you fallen into this trap of really choosing that quote-unquote optimal way and sacrificing a lot of sustainability and enjoyment for it? And do you regret that choice, and how did that work out for you? Just let me know in the comments below. Aside from that, make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the face to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.